stay home, stay safe. In today's episode, we have yet another famous character, Bugs Bunny. His adventures take place in so-called Crazy Castle. Well, at least it is not Secret Castle. I must say, this is a quite huge place. Either the castle is very big or very tall. It has 3 themes inside. Bricky, standard-looking castle, one that resembles some sort of a temple, a futuristic-looking one. I guess this is the 80s depiction of the future, with a little grain of Super Mario. They all have their separate gimmicks. The brick one is your typical adventure, levels are pretty linear here, usually nothing very special, the easiest of them all. The stone one ramps up difficulty, which makes these levels the most challenging. This is definitely my favorite theme. And the futuristic one has pipes instead of doors, not necessarily challenging but definitely unique and fun to play. This is a logic game. We have to carefully plan a route throughout the level in order to beat it. And to explore the levels, we have to use stairs, doors and pipes, because we can't jump. Let's talk about controls now. Controls aren't the worst, but we can't jump or sprint, we can only move left and right on a grid. Changing directions has a bit of a delay, and the stair physics is completely awful. While we can stop going upstairs, we can't when we go downstairs, which in some situations can doom us. And if we fall, we move one space after landing, so if there is just a single block left, we'll continue falling. In order to beat a level, we have to collect all the carrots scattered around, which at the end will also give us an extra life. But this is unnecessary, because the game has password system, which, you guessed it, gives us infinite continues wherever we want. After every level, we get a password, so just write all of them down and you don't have to worry about your progress. The game on its own isn't that difficult, it should take you a couple of hours. Just take your time and carefully plan your route. Personally, I wanted to record just a few levels for this review, but I really got into it. And such, the whole recording session took me just a bit over 2 hours. I really had fun playing it. Sure, I struggled in a few levels, but that wasn't frustrating. Obviously, the further you are in the game, the more difficult it gets, but in a couple of tries, you can figure it out. A little nitpick, why does it say, "That's all folks" at the end of the level? It's not the end of the game. Maybe individual levels are like Looney Tunes episodes. Yeah, that makes sense actually, because if you haven't noticed yet, we are not alone. There are a bunch of enemies that stand in our way, all of them can one-hit KO us. Main enemy is Sylvester the cat. Or easy. Looks like he actually brought up his cousins here. One of them is green. What the heck? Is he sick or something? Probably sick of chasing us. And this one is so pissed off it literally became red. And I guess this one became grey from old age. Other than the trio, we also got Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam and Willy Coyote. That's literally it. Where are the others? Looney Tunes universe has a lot of characters. Where's Marvin? Where's Elmer or Gossamer? Instead, we have 3 Sylvesters. But still, why are they trying to hurt the Bugs? I thought they were friends. Well, apparently, it all has to do with the history of this game. It is just a different version of Japanese Roger Rabbit game, where enemies are much faster, we have to collect hearts instead of carrots and rescue Jessica at the end of the game. Basically, this is the same situation between Super Mario Bros. 2 and Doki Doki Panic. The AI of these guys is a bit broken, but I guess that's the charm of an NES game. All the Sylvesters chase you, and their pathfinding depends where you are standing. At least I think that's what they tried to do. Green Sylvester can properly use stairs, doors and pipes from everywhere, whereas Grey and Pink can only move up. Additionally, Pink Sylvester will occasionally stop and then start moving when you do, similarly to Daffy Duck. However, he can't use any kind of stairs or tubes. And then Sam and Coyote just walk around, making them probably the toughest enemies in the game. But don't worry, we have some cartoon slapstick to defeat them, like dropping a safe or shooting a boxing glove. Or just use their AI to your advantage, by trapping them somewhere. The last thing that appears in this game are those weird no carrot zones. Yeah, no carrots, and what are those? There are 4 in total in the game, and they are all BS. I don't know what's their purpose. You're gonna be very lucky if you can beat them. Look at this. How I was supposed to know he was here? And when you die, you are sent 2 levels back. Thankfully, these are purely optional, so please, it's better to leave them untouched. At the very end of the game, we rescue an unknown bunny girl. Except, she isn't unknown. Of course, Space Jam and Lola didn't exist yet, but the original concept for Bugs Bunny's girlfriend was Honey Bunny. I'll leave the link in the description. So in conclusion, it's a fun little game. I definitely recommend it for everyone. Go check it out. That's all from me for today. See you later.